Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing part 1 of our first LEGO League Submerged game tutorial. Today we're going to be doing program number 1, which is mission 2 and 3, the shark and the coral. So to get started, I'm going to show you the route that we are going to use to do missions 2 and 3. So we're going to start in the left home area, which is the red home area, and we're going to start up against the wall for alignment purposes, and we're just going to move straight through the coral samples that are on this side of the field and the krill, and we're going to stop once we get to this wall using the ultrasonic sensor. Then we're going to have an arm that extends to hit the coral, and then an arm that extends to hit the shark, and then we're going to back up and return to the home area, and we're going to try to collect one of the coral samples and maybe the krill if we're lucky. This is our base robot we're going to be using for this tutorial. I have the instructions linked in the video description, as well as the instructions for all the attachments we're going to be using in the whole series of videos that I'm putting out with all the different missions. So you can find the LEGO instructions there. Those were made using a combination of LeoCAD and Studio from Bricklink. You can follow the link on the top right to my video on how to use LeoCAD if you want to make your own LEGO instruction books. So now we're going to open up our Spike Prime app. Once you're in, you can just go make a new project. I'm going to make one right now. I'm going to go ahead and open mine since I already made this code and tested it out for you guys. We're going to go to, I think it's shark something. Yeah, shark and coral. Okay, I know, a lot going on here. So let me just run through it step by step so you know what's happening. So if you remember, we're going to move basically just straight forward and straight back, with a little bit of orienting in order to hit both the coral and the shark. So our first step of our code is we're going to align on the back line next to the wall of the field. And then we're going to set our movement motors to motors A and B, right? So our left motor and right motor on our robot. And if you look at the LEGO instructions linked in the description, you'll see that motor orientation in the wire setup. We're going to set our movement speed to 50. I like to generally do this because 100% is a lot with this robot, and it's going to make a lot of error. 50% is a good speed where it's still going fast but not messing up your movement. Then we're just going to have it literally start moving forward, which is going to be mitigated by the fact we're using the ultrasonic sensor here to stop it. So you can find this block. I know this is kind of a tricky block for some people. The ultrasonic event block is under events. And then we just kind of drag it out here, and we're going to set it to port C because that's where our ultrasonic sensor is wired. And we're going to set it to be exactly at 4 inches away, right? That's what we have down here. Now, once this condition is met, that the ultrasonic sensor is 4 inches away from the wall of the field, the robot's going to stop moving. So it's going to stop the indefinite movement we already set in this first program start. So the program starts part is over now. Now that it stopped moving, we're going to make a slight turn to the left, which is what moving motor B is doing. It's going to run motor B to cause us to turn left. Then it's going to allow our arm to swing out into the coral reef and to score those 20 points. Then we're going to retract that movement back up on this line, and then we're going to reorient our robot straight up against the wall, which is going to allow us to run our D motor again, which is our attachment motor with our arm, to the left, hitting the shark habitat. Then we're going to move our motor back up again with our attachment so it's centered, so that we're not wobbling on our way back. And then we're going to use motor B to straighten out again, because sometimes the force of our arm moving actually causes us to shift over. And I counted for this when I was testing. So we're running B back. And then we're going to move just straight back for 2.5 rotations. This is not going to get us back in the home area, though. We're going to need to make another turn. So I have us spin around 1.5 rotations here with motor B. And that's to attempt to collect the coral sample and maybe the krill, because sometimes they end up in the path and you can kind of grab them. And then moving forward 1 rotation is going to move us back into the home area. So we're moving backwards, turning, going back. Now, I'd like to show you how this looks on the field. So this here is our starting alignment. As you can see, we're going up against that back line right next to the wall of the field, and we have our robot arm attached to our back motor. We also have 2 fins in the front that we push down, and this is what our final robot run looks like. If you were able to follow along, you would have scored 40 points doing that mission from the shark and the coral reef. You also have a possible additional 5 points you can score if you collected the coral sample, if you wanted to put that back out on the field, although that isn't a lot of points. That being said, this is the end of the video, so thank you all for watching. Let me know if you learned anything in the comments, or if you want to learn more about it and want me to make another video related to this. And we'll see you next time. Bye!